Hey guys, so today we're going to do my book haul from January, and I have way too many books, but most of them I bought at McKay's, which is a local used bookstore. That's, well, bookstore, media store, that kind of thing. So they were fairly priced. So I'm going to start with those, I think. There's a lot, as you can see. There is a lot. And I have some over here. But we'll start with this little mini stack here. I wanted to get some books that I remember reading when I was young, and some classics and things like that, and they had really good prices on these. So I got The Wind in the Willows for 35 cents. If you see this, that's just their sticker, and I don't take them off because I'm lazy. But so I got that for 35 cents. Where am I going to put these when I'm done with them? We're just going to put them right here. Okay. I got The Golden Compass for $1.25. The BFG for $1.75. This one isn't a classic or old, it's just the only Nicholas Sparks book I don't have besides like two of the most recent ones. So I got The Wedding for $3.75. This is hard to do with my hand. I remember reading this book in elementary school, Where the Red Fern Grows, and I got that for $2.50. It's a good book, but it makes me cry every time I read it. And then, like I said, I wanted to read some classics, so I got 1984, and I got it for $8.50. The classics that aren't like kids classics usually are a bit more pricey, but they're still discounted from original price, so can't really complain. I also got The Night Circus for $1.50, which I've been looking for this at McKay's for probably like 6 months, and they never have it, and I wondered why. It's because they moved it to the bargain section, and I did not know that. So luckily I stumbled across it, that somebody had just set it down, and I found it, so that was lucky. My husband keeps telling me to read this series. It's Eragon. So I got the first one, and I'm going to give it a shot. He says the movie isn't good, but I mean, it's a book movie, so I'm going to see it either way. My mom and I just watched this movie, and I wanted to read the book, so Me Before You, I got this for $6. Oh, and I'm sorry, the Eragon was $4.25. And then I guarantee you those are all going to fall. Artemis Fowl, because it's going to be a movie this year, and it was $2.75. Just waiting for that to happen. Okay. And then I got some YA books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 8, but these are a little bit more expensive. The paperbacks are usually like $5 to $6, maybe sometimes $7, depending on how popular it is. And then the hardbacks are usually like $6 to $12, depending on how popular they are and how many copies they have. So the first one I got was Hunted, and this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it was $6. This one's paperback, so it was a bit cheaper. It was $5.50, and that's The Knife of Never Letting Go. This is also going to be coming a movie this year, so that's why I picked it up. I really have no interest in it, but the trailer, or the behind-the-scenes photos and the information that it was about looked good. I just never knew about it. But Tom Holland's going to be in it, so if that doesn't explain why I'm seeing it and reading it, you don't know me very well. This one was $9, a bit more expensive because it is popular. It's The Sun Is Also a Star, which is also supposed to be a movie this year. A lot of my books are movies. This one actually came in, what's that box? Unplugged box, and they get a lot of box books like Owl Crate and Book of the Month and things like that, and they sell them for regular, like, cheap prices. I don't know if this one's autographed. Doesn't look like it, but I don't know if Unplugged books are autographed anyway. If you know, let me know in the comments because I'm considering getting it. But I don't know how to pronounce this. Beneath the Citadel, I think. I don't know, I just think the cover's cool, and I thought it might be interesting. So this one was $9. Usually the Owl Crate ones are a little bit more expensive. Skip that for a second. And then today we went and my husband got the, what are they called? The Annabelle movies and the Conjuring movies. And so I picked up the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. So it has The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. And it's by Jenny Han, and it was $7. And I love To All the Boys I've Loved Before trilogy, so I figured I'd give this one a shot. And it's 3 books for $7. You can't really go wrong. And then the last book, no, there's more. The last big book that I got from McKay's, I think. No, there's more over there. Never mind. This one is funny to explain now. It is the Owl Crate, so it's got the sprayed edges edition of Heart of Iron, and it was $10. So the story with this is I purged a bunch of books to McKay's because they do trade, and I ended up needing it for a buddy read. So I realized that I got rid of it and had to go back and rebuy it. So I probably got like $5 for it, and I spent $40 on it when I got the Owl Crate. So I had to spend another $10 to get it back. So that was, it was just stupid, but it happened. So whatever. Then I got, I'm just going to show you these as a whole, if I can. I know these books are probably trash to most people, but you know what? I want to read them because I saw the show, and I loved the show. But I got the Sookie Stackhouse books. I got the first, maybe 10, I think, 8 or 10, however many are here, and then I got a couple more over there. And they are 5 cents each at McKay's. So I decided just to pick them up and try to get through them and see how I like them. And if I don't like them, I mean, I can take them to Goodwill. They were 5 cents because they won't take them back at McKay's. But there was only 2 that were expensive. There was one that was $2.25, one that was 10 cents, and then, which isn't really expensive, but the $2.25 kind of is. And then the rest were 5 cents, except for this one I got for 7 cents. It's the hardback version of After Dead, which is basically what happened to everybody after the series ended. So those were, I have no more room. Those were really cheap, and that's why I picked them up. Give me 1 second. I can't do this one-handed. Okay. And then the last books that I got from McKay's. I picked up volumes 1, 13, and 14 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. My husband loves this series, and he has some of the manga over there, so we picked up some more. And I keep them in my room because he keeps all the video games and I keep all the books. So we got these, and I probably will read them eventually. I'm pretty slow when it comes to manga, even though they're super short, and you know, there's pictures, so it's easy. But it takes me a while to process them for some reason. So I don't read them often. Here are some more kids books that I got. I paid $2 for the Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. This was one of my favorites in school. My phone just went off, sorry. I got A Little Princess for 50 cents. Because of Winn-Dixie for $2. Charlotte's Web for $1. And I don't know if anybody in my school remembers this book. We read it in, oh my god, what was her name? I don't remember the teacher's name, but we read it in our English class in middle school. And it's called Thunder Cave. I don't know why it stuck with me all these years, but I always want to buy it, so I finally did. And then the last books from McKay's are right here. I found an ARC. They actually have a lot of ARCs usually, mostly of adult books, but they sometimes have a few of YA books. So I found the Similars for $1.50. I really wanted to get this, and I didn't get the promotional box because, like I said, I'm new to all this. So I found that, and I was very excited. I got the second book in the Gentleman's Guide series, which is The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. This one was $9.50. And then I got One of Us is Lying because the second one just came out, and well, I don't know if it's a series, but her second book came out. I've read this one, and it was really good. So I have the second one in this other pile over here. But this one was $9. And then I got the first 3 volumes of Paper Girls. I'm struggling. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 3 were $7.50, and then 2 was $7. So they were fairly priced because, I mean, they're $13 normally. I've always been interested in this series. I've always wanted to try it and see what it was about. And they had the first 3, and I had credit, so I figured I'd use it. I mean, McKay's credit, not credit cards, for the trade that I had done. So yeah, those are all the McKay's books that I got so far. Knowing Us will go back before the end of the month, and then I'll put it in my next haul. But the other books that I got, we went to Books A Million after I traded at McKay's because they also give you cash sometimes. And I picked up, excuse me, these 3 books because I'd really been wanting them. I got The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, and these were all regular priced, so whatever they are on their websites, that's how much they are. So I got Don't Call Me Crazy, which is 33 Voices Start the Conversation About Mental Health. And actually Kristen Bell has a story in here, which I'm very excited about because I love mental health. My degree's in psychology, and I love Kristen Bell. She's like my idol, so I'm very excited to read that. And then I got An Enchantment of Ravens. Sorry, there was a glare. By Margaret Rogerson. So that one's the one I've been wanting for a while. I wanted to get it when it was in hardback, but I just didn't have the money at the time, and I saw it had come out in paperback, so I picked it up. I didn't actually go to the store wanting that one. But then a little bit later, I purged some more books. I kept going through wanting to get rid of books. and got credit and trade and money at McKay's, and I picked up Reese Witherspoon's book, Whiskey in a Teacup, and I've already read it, and it's excellent. It's got some good recipes I want to try before I get back on keto. And she narrated the audiobook, which was fantastic. So that was really good, and that was half off at Barnes & Noble, so it was like $17 or $18. And then this one's going to become a movie, and it looks really bad. Like, the movie looks terrible, but it's just the kind of trash that I would be trash for. So I decided to pick up the book and give it a try, and I read it and I loved it, and it's a guilty pleasure of mine for sure. And that is After by Anna Todd. I don't usually like these kind of books, but for some reason this hooked me. I don't understand why she loves him and all that stuff, but I liked it. I can't explain why. So I actually ended up getting the whole series, but I picked up the first one at Barnes & Noble, and it was regular price. And then my mom bought me the rest of them off of Amazon. So I have After We Collided, After We Fell, After Ever Happy, and Before, which I think is the prequel, but I'm not really sure. And I'm done with After We Collided. It was great, and I will do a full review on all these books once I finish them as like a group review. I am that far in, about 75% through After We Fell, and this one, it's got some trigger warnings. Like, I was really surprised by it. It's still really good. It's not my favorite. The first two were my favorite so far, and this one's just kind of not working for me. So I want to finish the series, but I don't know if they're going to get worse and worse, or if it's just that book. So I'm hoping it's just that book. And then I'll read this one and Before as soon as I finish those. After I finish those. The irony. Okay. And then the last three books, finally, that I got from, I pre-ordered on Amazon, and that is The Wicked King by Holly Black. And I just got the regular version. I didn't get the Owl Crate version. I really wanted it, but I didn't know about it in time, I guess. I got Slayer by Kirsten White. And then I got Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. I think that's how I say it. So yeah, I know that's a lot of books, but like I said, most of them were really cheap. And I only got ones that I plan on reading. Oh, I lied. There's two more. Of course there is. So from Book of the Month, I had 3 books from Book of the Month, but I ended up unhauling 2 of them because I started them and I couldn't get into them. But I kept The Lies We Told because I didn't start this one yet, so hopefully I'll get into this one. But I canceled Book of the Month because they never have anything that I'm really interested in. Maybe like every 2 months, every 3 months they'll have one, but yeah, never much going on there for me. And then The Gilded Wolves came in my Owl Crate. So that's pretty much all I got. And if I get any more, I'll include them in my February haul and just tell you that they were from January. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you're excited to read any of these. If you come to Tennessee in Chattanooga, we have McKay's, so it's a great stop if you're like driving by on the highway. So check that out. And yeah, just keep looking out for more videos. Hit subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you soon.